going to talk about torque, which is the ability to pivot. But I'm not just talking about car torque. I'm talking about the real power behind every pivot in a man's life. This is your midlife pivot. So have you ever drove a car with no torque? I mean, it looks good and it may sound tough, but when you hit the gas, nothing moves. And that's how most men operate. They are all horsepower engine, but they have no pull. They're like some dudes on a dyno. That's all they are. Now, I've spent over 20 years in the automotive industry, 18 years being involved with automotive powertrain, so I know a little something about torque. Not to mention, I've been racing cars since, well, all right, technically since I was 16 in Dad's Bonneville, but you know, that's a story for another day. But I know torque, and torque is all about what gets a vehicle moving under resistance. So let's break it down for a moment. If we look at a Tesla Cybertruck, and I got a video that's well over 100,000. Everyone is looking at this Cybertruck that smoked this Mustang like mine. So let's compare the torque of that. And of course, it's for people who know cars, it shouldn't be surprising, but everybody gets hyped up about the torque of electric vehicles. So a Cybertruck is producing about 864 pound-feet of torque. Now, that's like launching a big old freight train with some instant brutal power. It's moving now, it's not waiting. That's the advantage of a battery electric vehicle. Now my Mustang GT, yeah, it's doing about 410, 420 pound-feet of torque. That's some classic muscle. The kind of torque that leads you off, but it really builds as you rev. It's controlled, it's deep. It's deep. I like to say it's full of soul. And then you got something like a Tesla Model Y. You know, my doc is always talking about we should do some videos of me racing him in his Tesla, and you know, I know somebody else with a Model Y. So, you know, they try to pick on some of the internal combustion engine cars, but it's still not really fair. Even though the Model Y may be producing about 375 and anywhere, depending on what edition you have, almost 490 pound-feet of torque. Now they all move, but the type and the timing of the torque is what really makes the difference. That's what defines performance, both on the road, but also in your life.